The knife that had been lodged in Valentine's chest for weeks twisted.
"What do you mean by missing?" he demanded.
Taranis rubbed at his beard.
"I mean, I sent them north on a mission, and they haven't checked in. That's not unusual. I expect them to be busy and not able to use magic where they were going without calling attention to themselves."
He glanced about at the pub and back at the table.
"Wrap this up. We can't talk about this here. Val, I know you have some resentment where Yelena is concerned, but I will need your help finding them."
Valentine hadn't seen Taranis worried since mating Quinn. He shared a look with his brothers. They were all thinking the same thing. The King of Dragons was spooked. Within minutes they had paid the bill, and Taranis had opened a portal back to the castle. The fairy horses they had ridden in were already long gone.
"I've called a meeting. This way," Taranis said.
They moved up the stairs to Kian's private parlour, where Bane, Killian, Manamnan, Oberon and Cosimo were already sitting by the fire, drinking whiskey. Valentine looked about.
"Just us?" "This is Fae and Dragon business. I don't want to upset the rest of the family until we need to,"
Taranis said. The Great Drakes pulled up more chairs, and Valentine poured himself a large whiskey from Kian's supply. He always had the best stuff, and Valentine was going to need something strong.
"All right, boys?"
Cosimo asked, staring at his sons.
"We're fine, Dad. We only went to the pub."
Apollo huffed and flopped down on an overstuffed couch. Manamnan cuffed him on the back of his head.
"Leave a message next time. You boys had us all worried." "Why? It's not like we're children and haven't gone to the pub before?"
Reeve asked.
"It's because Apollo was kidnapped,"
Bass said softly, before anyone else could answer.
"And this is about dragons." "Exactly. No leaving the grounds at all until this is over,"
Kian replied, and crossed his long legs. Even in repose, he managed to look intimidatingly royal. It was a shame they were family, and it didn't work on any of them. Oberon grinned smugly.
"And you told me growing an impenetrable forest around the castle was a bad idea." "Because that's your answer for everything," Kian replied. "It's because it solves a multitude of problems. I tried to warn you. They would go off on their own. They remind me of you three when you were their age,"
Oberon said, pointing at the princes.
"I have no recollection of disobeying anyone. I was an angel,"
Killian argued, his green eyes wide and innocent. Bane frowned.